What is up, everyone? It is Monday, December 18th, and the week before Christmas. So, starting off, we're going to start off with the SPY, the spiders, because I did a short over them late last week. And if it doesn't work out in this trade, then I'm going to have to unfortunately nix the retracement trade setting for it. It just is what it is, you know. So sorry, quick thing. All right, so we'll start this over. Hey, what is up, everyone? It is December 18th, and we're going to get into the futures markets here. So starting off, we're going to actually look at the spiders. It's the SP 500 ETF, because I did a YouTube shorts last week regarding it. And if it goes much higher than the current price, where it's at, let me turn this thing on, where it's at, well, the high up here around 473.68. If it goes much higher than that, unfortunately, I'm going to have to get rid of the retracement trade for it right here. It didn't work out. So we're still watching this one. This is probably most pertinent, because if this trade setup is going to work out, then we're expecting We're expecting the price to come down to this black line down around here below the 61.8% line at around 448.13. So that would be from current levels around a 4.8, about 5% drop here. So that's what I'm looking for based upon this trade. But if it keeps on powering up like it has been, and we're using the daily chart to look at this, by the way, then yeah, I'm unfortunately going to have to get rid of this trade setup, because it has been really good to me. But if it doesn't work, then hey, you know, just one time it doesn't work. So that's what we're looking at. So I still am looking for price to come back down to this black line over here. I see the MFI isn't oversold or anything on the weekly or daily. 4-hour chart, it is a little bit. So we'll see if that will finally get some momentum down. But as you can see from over here, look what happened here. 4-hour chart went to the overbought and barely went down and went straight up. Now it's back to the overbought. It's creating a divergence where it's got a little bit higher, looks like over here, than right there. And obviously the price has gone higher, but you know, that MFI doesn't necessarily mean price is going to go down right away. It's just to be on the lookout for it, because here it is in the daily chart. When it went over right here, the price still just went up. So that's plus we have this big gap right here that needs to come back and get filled as well. So it has a lot of things setting up for it for around a 5% retracement in the S&P 500 market. It just depends if and when that happens. If it doesn't happen and the price continues to just go on up, say like over there, I'm going to unfortunately have to scrap the retracement trade. It's good for what lasted. Unfortunately, I'm points not in a trade when it's going against me like that. But oh well, it is what it is. So going back over to the S&P 500, a lot going on, a lot of junk on the charts over here. We had some inside trade setups that are currently live for it right now. So if we take off some of these over here, we'll take off that one. We can see we have over here there's a high, there's a low. No, excuse me, this is the wrong one. I want this one. There's high, low, 0.22, then 0.34, then 1 and 2. So we put the inside pitch for the triangle trade setup. When it closes above the teal line, I changed some of the colors so it'd be easier to see. There's the entry point, and we're looking for the exit right up here. So we still have some room to move upwards for that one. But then also we have another setup, another triangle trade setup right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There, right there, and right there. That one, because actually it's going to be that and that there. So when it closed above it right here, right there, there's a signal to go long, and we're looking for it hitting this green line right up here. For it, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That was expanding. This is an expanding triangle trade that finished up. No, it wasn't expanding triangle. Yeah, I messed up. That was this 1, 2, 3, 4. This is one right here, but I believe this one completed on Friday. Yeah, for sure it did. Yeah, no problem at all. So one thing that we had been looking at from last week was the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 LA wave moves right here. When it happens, we put on the from points 0, 3 and 4, the inside pitchfork to them. You see, like this one, when it closes above the red, we get into the white. When it closes above the white, we get into the blue. You know, red, white, blue trade. And then when it closes above the blue, it's looking at either going up to the yellow, which is the 7 line, or the light blue, which is the 8 line for it right there. So this one, it worked out. It has been working out a lot for most of them, but then you have this one right here, for instance, 0, 3, 4. So here it closed above it, went back down, before it went up, hit the white, closed above it, hit the blue. Now it's closed above it here. And price did hit off the yellow, so that's what I was looking at right there. It did touch off the yellow right there, but which is a 7 line, did not hit the blue line up there. But I just wanted to leave it on, so I drew a little that right there going up. Can I extend this? Let's see here. Extend line, right? Yeah. Cool. So we'll just leave that on there to see if price is going to go up and hit it. Because if it does, then I'm probably going to still leave the 8 line on there as the target for it. But there are a couple other ones I want to check real quick. So anyways, going into tomorrow for the SP 500, we have these long setups we need to go and get filled right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 for these inside trade setups. So we're looking for more upside here in the near future. Going into tomorrow for the SP 500. Hit that green line going that way, and this green line going up over here for that one. Going over into the Russell 2000 as well. We are in a wow, all of my drawings are gone. Weird. What's going on here? Wow, all my drawings are gone. Oh, there we go. Okay, just took a while to load. No, they're still gone here though. There we go. Okay, cool. Super fast internet connection. So what we have right here is for the Russell 2000, we had an inside trade right here, 1, 2, and 3, 4, then 1, 2. So we put it on points 2, 3, 4, closed above it. This is a target line we're looking at right here. But then when price comes back and hits the other way, either it hits the other line the other way or hits the 1.414 from points 1 and 2. See that? See right there. So hit that. Once it does that, then what we do is we get in closer to where the entry point was. But one thing I have been doing for it is, one thing that I have been working out is where the entry bar was, which would be right there. Scroll over right here down to the low, looking at the exit being the 1.146. I still want to see if that's going to come up and happen, but since then price has just been you can see it had some support from the 1561.8, but not quite enough. And then price ever since then had been rolling all around back to it. So, you know, going into tomorrow, we're looking for more upside here in the Russell 2000 to go up there and hit that. It looks like, see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we do have the inside trade to the short side, but I don't think it's come, and yeah, so it needs to close down below that blue bar for it to create a short going down to there. Has not done that yet, but that's something to be aware of. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have expanding triangle trader here. We actually got a couple of them within there. Just some real short ones though. Yeah, those are already said and done. So not a whole lot else to look out for the Russell 2000. I'll just go ahead and put this one back on here. 1, 2. Okay, right here, right there. Actually, you know what? That's going to the upside. So I'm sorry about that. Yeah, because I said we have 1, 2, and then 3, 4, the orange. So going opposite way is up right here. So you can see the line up here, the 1.5 line, for whatever reason, it's acted as the resistance of the price. So I take back what I said earlier. We're not looking for closing below. We're looking for closing above, because again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 and 4 within 1 and 2. So I call that just triangle trade. So if it closes above it, which expect it to, we'll look at the exit to be this green line right up here, which kind of coincides with the entry point, and we'll see if it really works with what I had been doing is keeping at the 1.146 for the exit level for that. So we're looking for more upside going into tomorrow for the Russell 2000 as well as the SP 500. Now for the spaghetti bowl mess over here for the Dow Jones, let's what would be the easiest way to go ahead and do this? So let's take this one off and we'll just start back over here. So what we have right here, we have an inside pitchfork trade. Let's put on these levels as well, daily highs and lows. See, today was just inside day compared to yesterday. Yesterday was the daily high levels on there. Or is it daily extensions? Yeah, they just went up between the extension high and then sold off and came back strong towards the end of the day. But anyways, here we have a triangle trade. See, orange semaphore, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we put it on points 2, 3, 4. So we're looking for it. You know what? I did this one wrong as well. Yeah, it's a good thing I'm doing this. Goodness gracious. And this morning I messed up some stuff. I need to get more sleep or something. Good. Drink more coffee in the morning. Goodness. Okay. So I messed up again. So look. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going away from the opposite side. So we want it to go up. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for price to go up. When price breaks the blue line that we have along, that unlock is going to happen. So we can go ahead and get rid of that. So that takes care of that one right there. So I was incorrect in that. But we do have some, expanding triangle trades, points 1, 2, 3 higher high, 4 lower low, using the orange semaphores. So we take that, and that. Let's change it to the expanding. So here we go. We have close above it. So there's a fourth one. So we're going away from it. Close above it. So that's going to be the entry level right there. And we're looking to take it up to this green line right up here. We would look to get in again if price goes down to the 0.14 level, which it did kind of. Yeah, look at that. We got real close to it. Either that level or down there, but seriously doubt it's coming all the way back down here. But so we're looking at, since price hit the 0.44 the other way, looking at it coming back up to the original entry line right up here for tomorrow. So we have another kind of bullish setup going in for tomorrow for the Dow Jones. And then we have another one, 1, 2, 3, 4 down here to the short side. Let's see, it's already hit. Yeah, it already broke it right there and came down to hit it, no problem. So that one is said and done. So even with the Dow Jones, we're looking for a little pop up tomorrow, as well as with S&P 500 and the Russell 2000. Going into crude oil, yeah, a lot going on with crude oil as well. This is one of the things that I had been looking at. Let's take this one off real quick. So using the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we put the Elliott wave move from 0, 3, and 4. When you see it closed above the red right here, went up, hit the white, closed above the white, went up, hit the blue, and then closed above the blue. So I circled it. It's looking for it to come up here and hit one of these right up here. It hasn't yet. I mean, it did get another push higher. So one thing I was looking at is if you take it from its low all the way to its to the high, which this is me just messing around. It probably didn't mean anything for it, but went up there and hit it right in there. So I'm gonna consider this one to be done. We're like, if price comes down and hits the blue line the other way right here, then just look to get out right close to the entry point. And so that was obviously easy. Went down and hit it up right up there. So no big deal. Because one thing, let me show you. I'm just trying to sort a lot of this out from this trade setup because it has a lot of potential for it. I'm excited about it. There's just some question marks that have it. Like this is one right here. Is if you put it on, is this one right here. Yeah, so you put on this one. There's price closed above it right there. You obviously hit the yellow and blue lines. Price goes above it. Never hit the yellow, or excuse me, hit the white or blue. Never hit the 7 or 8 line up there. And then went down all the way, hit the blue the other way, but then also hit the 7 and the 8 the other way as well. So when it does that, do you just look to get out where the initial entry was, which look at that, it went there and hit it. And then of course it also went up and hit the lines as well. So that's why This is one of the first times I saw it, so that's why I'm still waiting to see these other ones go up there and hit it. If not, then maybe you just go from where there's a couple options. You go, and the safe one is where the entry point was, because that one seems to go and be hit, or do you take it from the 0 point all the way up to wherever the high was for it, the high of the entry bar, and that's going to be your exit, because it went up there and hit it right there and right there again. So that could be it as well. So if we go up here, the 0 bar all the way to the entry bar right there. There, we hit back down right here, came over and hit it, no problem.